Hello, chart watchers. This is Erin Swenlin with your Daily 5. You might know me from decisionpoint.com. I'm very excited to be here to show you my top 5 charts right now going into this week. And boy, what a week it is already. I did want to let you know that I do a live trading room on Mondays and it is free. So go to decisionpoint.com. If you sign up for our free newsletter, you will get the information on how to sign up for those free trading rooms. So if you enjoy what I do here on your Daily 5 or on the Decision Point show, you want to join me there. All right, but let's get this started. So I'm going to start off with the SPY 1-year daily chart. And before I show it to you, I just want to know we are recording this Monday morning. It is 11 a.m. Eastern right now. And on Friday, I just want to preface that I did not expect the market to break wide open as it is now to the upside. In fact, I've been looking for a lot of weakness in the short term. I don't think we're out of the woods, but really interesting charts. So I'm going to show you a couple of my indicator charts as I go along, just so you can see why I've been having a little bit of difficulty as far as being optimistic, let's say, or very bullish about the SPY. So let's get started. So first of all, this is that 1-year daily chart. And as you can see, we've had quite a move today, big time gap up. A few interesting things about this. I don't have the charts for some of the FANG stocks, but really it's very interesting. We have a huge move, almost 3% to the upside right now. And all of the FANG stocks, the tech stocks just aren't doing the leading here. In fact, materials, in fact, energy seems to be the leader today. So very interesting. But here's the issue now. I love it that we've broken out to new all-time highs. I just don't think we're going to be able to hang on to this, guys. Here's why. You've got an RSI, while it is very positive, it's starting to get overbought. You have the PMO, which looks great. Not going to complain about the PMO. It's on a buy signal and moving nicely to the upside. But we can see we had a similar condition here in early October. We got a little bit more to the upside, but then we had to face the decline. So on Friday, we could see total volume was quite low, which was another reason I was kind of concerned about what was going to happen for the short term. Now you can see the VIX is doing great, and it has been rising on my inverted scale. I invert the scale, so the overbought is on the top and oversold is on the bottom, because typically, and you can see it right here, when you get that stretched out very high readings on the VIX, tends to be a short-term reversal point. So that's what we're watching. And right now, the VIX is getting very close to that upper Bollinger Band on my inverted scale. And that tells me that we could definitely have some issues here going into the short term. We still could, I still think we might be able to get some more out of it just because the PMO looks so really beautiful right now. But we're starting to see some problems along the edges. And here's another chart for you. These are our climactic indicators. These are very, very short-term indicators. And we look at them for spikes or what we call climaxes on the chart. So we look for those big moves and they will tell us something. So we use breadth, we use new highs, new lows. Of course, I have my PMO here, and we look at the VIX, which I already talked to you a bit about, the fact that it is starting to get, we haven't seen these readings that low for quite some time. And that typically has been the tipping point for the market and a reversal in the short term. We could very easily be looking at this as a big reverse island situation. But we have had a very strong move to the upside to get here. It's just, it's a very steep move to the upside. We didn't even have one that steep here before we lost those all-time highs. So the climactic chart, you can see that on Friday, the new highs had pulled back just a bit. They were already in overbought territory. And you can see these are marked at cardinal highs. So, I'm not just guessing here. We've had these spikes and then we've seen those reversals at those tops. So here's the issue I have right now. And again, I know it seems strange to be talking remotely bearish right now, but my job is to be devil's advocate for you. So as you know, we've been enjoying this rally to the upside. Trust me, my decision point diamonds and we're enjoying it. We're going to take whatever we can get out of it. So I'm enjoying the ride, but I just want everybody, including my readers and those who follow me, to know that we could be looking at some issues going into the very short term. Because here's one of the things you don't always get before some of these reversals on that chart, but you can generally see we get right here, a negative divergence. And I'm starting to see that on this chart. Now these were about even here, but that's okay. At this point though, I'm just watching these readings. They were climactic and they started to pull back, and that can be a big issue. All right, Swenlin trading oscillators, keep moving here. As you can see, these are overbought. These are my short-term indicators. Again, overbought conditions, which will always concern you in the short term. These are short-term indicators. You can see the confirmation on the stocks above their 20-day EMA and percent of PMO rising, how those tops came down into a negative divergence. Well, confirmation at the time. We could be looking at a negative divergence here shortly. But the other thing I wanted to note is how overbought these indicators are. You can see that when we start hitting this territory, that's when we need to start worrying. Again, I marked the cardinal tops here so you can really see what these indicators do right before. And you can see those are the negative divergences we look at and look for, and we had started to see exactly that. All right, let's switch gears to gold, which is having a terrible day. This is GLD, and you can see this came in at 10:47 a.m. on Eastern time is when I put this one in here. And you can see I love gold. I still like gold. I like gold miners. I'm not happy with the way this pullback has occurred, but I think it's just, again, I think this is kind of a climactic day. I don't know that it's going to be indicative of what's going to happen moving forward this week. But gold, GLD, you can see, had broken from a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern. And we were making our way out of that. RSI was positive. PMO had just turned positive. Everything was lining up, including having discounts on the physical gold trust. We follow that, and that will tell you which way it goes. But, it's very strange. We got the big breakout, and now we're getting this move back into that wedge. Not too worried just yet. We're going to end up right here. You can see we're sitting on support, and, support's a good place to start getting in. And speaking of getting in at support, I'm going to show you my final chart. This will be my diamond of the week. I don't know if you recall, but last month when I was on your Daily 5, my diamond of the week was SunPower, SPWR. And I invite you all to go back and see what SunPower has been doing for the last month. Hint, it's been doing quite well. So this week's diamond of the week is Netflix. I always feel strange throwing out a name that everybody knows. For me, sometimes, I want to uncover those positions, those stocks that maybe you don't know about that are making moves. But I have to say, Netflix on Friday, I thought looked great. And despite this move to the downside, I still like Netflix. I think that it's coming to the bottom of this trading range. It's a really strong area of support. You can see the touches, as we call them, that are coming in on this support level. And we're just now getting to that level. You can see that we had a lot of volume come in last week. And so, of course, we're going to probably see a little bit of distribution here. I don't like that the PMO has turned negative. I mean, I never like to see a top below the signal line. And I don't want the RSI to necessarily be negative, but all of those things were lined up on Friday. So I don't really want today's action to blind me from what was going on Friday, which is, why I liked this chart. So I'll be going back and looking at the intraday chart, but I think, if you can get an entry in here down by 460 on Netflix, I think you're going to be in good shape. This is a great stock. We know that. This is a strong company. It's not going away anytime soon. So, hey, I think that this might be the time for Netflix. Full disclosure, I do not own Netflix, but I will be looking for an entry probably later today. And that really completes my Your Daily 5 for decisionpoint.com. I am Erin Swenlin. I would love to see you as a subscriber. So just go and subscribe to the bundle on our website, decisionpoint.com. If you use the code DP trial, you'll get a free week to try us out. And honestly, if you go in and you try us out, it's not for you. After a couple of weeks, email me and I'll take care of you. I'll make sure you get a refund. So come check us out, and I invite you back to Your Daily 5 next month when I return. Thanks so much.
Hey, Grayson Rose here with StockCharts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, consider giving it a like down below, maybe leave us a comment, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe at the link up above. We're gonna bring you daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial experts.